Local news about local people. This is Newslink, Indiana.
Good evening, I'm Chris Bavender. Thanks for joining us. Recent changes in voting laws made getting ready for today's primary a headache for some county officials. Newslink Indiana's Barbara Anderson found out how one change had some voters turned away.
Copies of old registration forms are causing some voters to be left out of the polls in Delaware County.
As of January 1st of this year, everyone who registered to vote, a new registration, had to use the new voter registration form.
Nearly 200 people sent in old forms. Most of those came from high schools in Ball State University, where a campaign to get younger people registered to vote used old forms. Those old forms are missing two questions. Are you a citizen of the United States of America? And will you be 18 years of age on or before the next election day? The Delaware County Voter Registration Office mailed notices to people who used the old forms and asked them to correct the problem. Fewer than 20 people did not respond and could not vote in today's elections.
And they talked to the voter and explained to them why, they weren't on the poll book and they need to register on the correct form. And it sounds to me like the voters were disappointed but understood.
The new forms are part of the Help America Vote Act, which made several changes to the voting laws. In Muncie, Barbara Anderson, Newslink, Indiana.
Elections in Delaware County ran smoothly except for one problem in Precinct 73 at Cowan High School. About 30 voters were given the wrong party ballots. Well, troops from the 113th Battalion of the Indiana National Guard have been activated. Family and friends gathered to say goodbye today at the National Guard Armory in Muncie. Troops were serenaded by Rorton Elementary School kids. Last year, the troops were called into duty and trained but weren't deployed. The tour of duty could last up to 18 months but is subject to change.
Nobody wants to see their husbands or sons or daughters go off to war. But you miss them. And you pray, you put your faith in God, and they look after them.
The 113th Battalion left today for Camp Atterbury for 45 days of training. Now here's Ryan Miller with a look at our forecast. Ryan?
Good evening, Chris. Looks like a cold front will be sweeping across east central Indiana this evening. Right behind it, though, an area of high pressure will take its place, which is going to warm us up significantly for tomorrow and even into Thursday. We could see highs in the 80s for Thursday. Tomorrow, though, or tonight, actually, 48 in Muncie. Chris?
Thanks, Ryan. That is Newslink Indiana. Stay with Indiana Public Radio and newslinkindiana.com for election results through the night.